Hello, wonderful people. The highest in me bows to the highest in you. आप सबको मेरा तहे दिल से नमस्कार. Welcome to our final quarter activation. Thank you for choosing this time to connect with the Divine Spirit and making time to polish your own mirror of the mind. We've been doing these weekly activations for a couple of months now, and it is in a way trying to show us how we can stay aligned as we go through our everyday lives. So, we use the moon as a marker. The moon really reflects what's going on within us, as does every other aspect of our life outside and within. So, the last full moon brought up certain things in full light of what does serve us and what doesn't serve us anymore. And this last final quarter is like a culmination of an entire cycle which is trying to end, and it's also a space, a liminal space where we are trying to create something new. And this particular quarter is for us to create space for the new in our lives. So, having said that, let's try and see what the wisdom of the archetypes have to show us. Why we really use the tarot is because all the symbolisms present on these cards are nothing but angles of our own mind. They are representative of the energy that is within us and how we can really use that to our advantage to live lives which are for the highest and best for ourselves and all concerned. So let's try and see what is coming for us this week, what is going to be the challenge, because the challenge provides purpose, and then we'll see what more is likely that Spirit wants us to take into consideration. I invite you to ground yourself and connect with the beautiful energies of these cards, imagining if that feels aligned to you, a ray of light coming from the center of your forehead and connecting with the beautiful archetypes present right now. Try and get a sense of what it is that you'd like to understand and where does it really bring you into more alignment. The message that Spirit is showing us that this week continues to be a week of trying to understand further the root cause of our insecurities, our fear. And this particular week is showing even more that, there is so much that has been coming up that's making you feel unstable, that's bringing you some sort of deep triggers. And these feelings have still stuck on for quite some time. So, Spirit is showing us that perhaps this is a chance for us to now start meditating on those heavier feelings, those dense feelings that you've been trying to navigate, and time and again you still come across similar feelings. I'm being shown that primarily there are about three feelings that you constantly come back to within your own beingness from time to time. Those are the ones that are really making you feel very perturbed, very ungrounded for that matter. And Spirit is asking us to just stay with those thoughts, and meditate on those thoughts. Try and understand that how can I really be an observer and not really buy in to the story that these thoughts are presenting to me. And why is that so important? Because the thoughts are impermanent. They are like the waves of an ocean. A thought arises in our mind, psychological birth, and then the thought crashes. The thought dies, psychological death. And what really determines the quality of our lives is our detachment to these thoughts, our ability to not get identified with this psychological process or the thought process that is arising within us every single moment. So, if you can really be meditative, you can come to the place of observation, that is when you will be able to turn around your thoughts. You will be able to turn around your feelings for that matter. And perhaps if you go even deeper, we are being guided that there is just one underlying emotion or thought that actually is the root cause of most of the other disturbing thought processes that we get trapped into. So, if you can go into a place of deeper observation, and how do you observe? You observe from a place of compassion. Because what will happen is if you are reflective of your thoughts, but you are being reflected with judgment, you are going to stay trapped in that psychological process. Because when there is judgment involved, you cannot really penetrate to the core of the thought and you cannot move beyond that. So, if you have to master your mind, there is some sort of an alchemy that has to happen at the level of your mind. You have to be able to penetrate through that veil of stories that's coming up for you. And how do you penetrate that? You only penetrate it when you are able to be non judgmental about your reflections, when you're non judgmental about what is it that you're observing in your thought process. And that is the only reason why that the past few weeks the activations have really been showing up everything that needs to be purged or cleared in a certain sense. And we are still feeling that surge of too much happening either within us or happening outside that's impacting us from within in a certain sense. And why Spirit is bringing that to the forefront? Because this is the time for us to navigate through those denser thoughts, those dense patterns. And how do you meditate? These are the few remnant ones which, if you are able to master, will bring an irreversible shift in your consciousness. And who can do that? It is only you who can do it. And how can we do that? Spirit is showing us that we can do that only when we come to a place of deeper surrender. If there is resistance within us, we will not be able to process and work with the intelligence that's coming through from these thoughts, from the reflective or the meditative process. So, to be able to make the most of it, you have to first come to a place of deeper surrender. It cannot be conditional surrender. And if that means that you have to soften down your pace in life around a few things, it's important you do that. If there is a need for you to carve out a little window for your self healing time every day, day on day, you are needed to do exactly that. Because until and unless you actually come to a place of deeper surrender and acceptance of these patterns, you will not be able to bring that permanent shift in your consciousness, which the cosmic energies are very supportive of at this point in time. Energetically, we are going through a massive period of shifting our consciousness, right? And if we keep operating with the same level of consciousness with which we've created our reality so far, we will not be able to move beyond this space. But the energies are here for us to upgrade our consciousness and to be able to do that, you have to surrender and you have to lean into that faith that whatever I am being guided to do, if I am going to follow my intuition, if I'm going to be reflective and understand that my intuition is some intel that is coming from my higher self to stay more aligned in my everyday life, and it is not a trauma response. It's not my subscription to a certain belief system because of the experiences of the past, then very neutrally you will be able to upgrade and shift your own consciousness. And why are we being faced with this challenge, or what is the gift that is really there for us right now? Spirit is showing us that this is a time for us to really come out of the construct of our ego minds. We are being faced with these obstacles or these challenges because perhaps our ego needs to be battered in a certain sense. We have to learn to leverage the power of a ego mind to create a reality that is aligned to us, coming from a place of unconditional love and compassion, rather than unconsciously creating a reality from the ego mind that is triggered from a place of fear, from a place of instability for that matter. So I think a lot of people collectively are finding themselves in a space where they are caught between a little battle between the brain and the heart. And where is it that you choose to eventually flow and go with is what is going to determine the quality of your life hereafter. So, if we have to really learn to be masters of our mind and not be slaves of our thoughts, this is a very defining period that we are going through. And everything that's going to come up is going to keep pointing us in that direction to clear our mental defilements. And if we are going to keep resisting that, we are going to find more and more obstacles and more challenges all the time. These obstacles are simply coming forward to batter us and strip us of our ego identities, which have served a certain purpose but are no longer needed. The detachment from that identity is required to upgrade your consciousness. And what is really going to support us during this particular process, the final quarter, the culmination and closing of those previous cycles, and inviting the new, we are being clearly shown that it is a powerful time for us to just kind of hang in there with patience. If we are going to lose our cool, if we are going to lose our center, it is natural that perhaps it will happen when you are triggered. But if that reflective quality brings you back, know that this is a time for you to keep coming back to the center. You have to keep learning how to keep balancing throughout. Balance, the act of balance, is not really a noun, but it's more like a verb. You have to consistently keep coming back to that balance in your life, to that center in your life. And how do you come to that place of being centered? By keep coming back to the heart energy and not really staying trapped in the stories of our ego mind for that matter. And this is the underlying or the bigger soul lesson that is there for us at this point in time. And if we are going to be able to reflect back, be meditative about it, this particular quarter, we are going to come to a place which is going to shift our perspective. It's going to turn around things for us magnificently. And when that turning around happens, your center, your core is what is going to help you stay grounded, stay in that place of alignment, or stay in that place of center for that matter. It's such a beautiful message. I really invite you to think that if this coming week, just go through this in your mind right now and see if there are thoughts which are really coming up, which are going to make you feel slightly off balance, which are going to trigger certain unrequired responses. And instead of simply reacting, you create a little window, you take a little pause, and you reflect on those triggers, you reflect back on those thoughts, and you understand deeper why are they really coming up for you. And when you do this, you actually go through this particular reflection objectively. It is what it is. You do not judge yourself for these thoughts. You do not judge yourself for these triggers. You do not judge yourself for the outcomes. You are just going through this with a very compassionate inquiry. And what happens? You realize that this trigger is just a trigger. This is what it is. This thought is just a psychological thought, and it's like that little wave in the ocean which has come up to the shore and it'll crash and go back. That thought will go back. I don't have to stay identified in this particular thought process forever. And when you realize that, you are able to rise above that situation. You are able to rise above that thought, right? And what happens? There is an alchemy in this process. You feel so emotionally empowered. You feel mentally empowered and more aligned to your heart because of that compassionate energy that you've brought into this mental space at this point in time. And with this alchemy, you've been able to shift your consciousness around these deeper nagging thoughts throughout, which have been defining your reality so far. And how do you feel about it? This is just an invitation for you to see and notice how just merely by thinking you are creating space to go through difficult situations with a lot of love and compassion for yourself. And if you are able to do that, we are going to be able to close the previous cycles and actually complete this quarter, thereby creating energy for the new moon. The new moon is going to be up soon, and it's going to be an opportunity to bring newer aspects into our being. And how are you going to create the new? Are you going to create it with the clutter of the past? Or are you really going to be empty to really fill in that space with the divine grace, and that new feels more aligned to you for that matter? I really enjoy bringing in these messages week on week with all of you. And if you really feel inspired, I invite you to just sit down with the message a little longer after this video. See for yourself what are the other things and other aspects in your life that could do with a little bit more of the reflection, and this particular activation just serves as a pointer for you to address those deeper aspects of your own psyche. Thank you so much, and I invite you to go through this last quarter with so much of compassion. Namaste.